Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Before we start, please subscribe our channel. Today we will be discussing with you top 10 places to visit in Zurich, Switzerland. Number 10, Limmat Cruise. A Limmat river cruise takes you from the National Museum up the river Limmat to Lake Zurich and back again. Since April 2023, the electric boats, Fluvius, Novalis, and Pontus, have been operating on this route. The three new river boats are not only electrically driven for the first time, but also offer a larger passenger capacity and are air-conditioned and wheelchair accessible. Passengers can enjoy the views of the picturesque old town and Lake Zurich through the glass roof from wherever they are sitting. The Limmat River cruises operate between April and October. In the summertime, the Lake of Zurich becomes the Caribbean for locals and the establishments get really crowded. Number 9, Swiss National Museum. The National Museum Zurich, which stands next to Zurich main station, is reminiscent of a fairy tale castle. The Swiss National Museum holds a unique collection on the cultural history and the craftsmanship and artworks of Switzerland from its beginnings up to the present day. On show in the rooms and halls of the National Museum is the largest collection documenting the cultural history of Switzerland, handicrafts, everyday objects, sculptures, and paintings from prehistory to the present day tell a host of interesting stories. There's even an exhibition designed specifically for children called A Magic Carpet Ride Through History that invites the museum's youngest visitors to travel back in time as they explore a replica of an Arabian palace, a vintage railway car, and a large sailing ship. Number 8, Chinese Garden. The Chinese Garden is located right by the lake at the Zurichhorn and was a gift from the city's Chinese partner town of Kunming. At the center is a pond with a small island, pavilions, and even a small palace on the banks. The garden was given in thanks for the technical and scientific support provided with expanding drinking water supplies and urban drainage in Kunming. The garden is an intense examination of one of the main themes of Chinese culture, the three friends of winter, pine, bamboo, and the winter plum tree, all of which are resistant to the cold season. Highly manicured and very well kept, there is a meandering walkway that takes you over bridges, through templed buildings, and even through a rock tunnel. Number 7, Pavilion Le Corbusier. The Gesamtkunstwerk by Le Corbusier, completed in 1967, is a real architectural masterpiece. The last building constructed by the great Swiss-French architect, designer, and artist is the only of his buildings to be entirely made from glass and steel. The exhibition pavilion is designed entirely according to the modular system, an anthropometric scale of proportions devised by Le Corbusier based on the human body and the golden ratio. The colorful modernist pavilion bursts kaleidoscopically from its leafy old world surroundings, populated by traditional houses and neo-Gothic mansions. At once recognizably Corbusian yet impressively innovative, the facade's panels enameled in solid colors red, yellow, green, white stand out like the pieces of a Rubik's Cube. Number 6, Lindenhoff Hill. The Lindenhoff Hill is an elevated park with views to the Limmat River and Niederdorf, the other medieval quarter of Zurich Old Town. Lindenhoff was also the scene of numerous historical events. In the 4th century a Roman fort stood on Lindenhoff, and in the 9th century the grandson of Charlemagne built a regal palace as place of residence on the very same site. This area continued to be a place for gatherings for Zurich's inhabitants right up to the beginning of the modern era. It is a moraine hill and a public square around which the city has developed over the years. The hill is also in close proximity to the central Limmat River, where tourists often flock for a 360-degree view of the town. The hill once housed a Roman castle, followed by the famous Carolingian Kaiser Falls, but today serves as a recreational space for all. Number 5, St. Peter's Church. St. Peter's Church is the only parish church of the Old Town in Zurich. Standing on a little hill on the west bank of the river Limmat, it is the only parish church in the town. St. Peter's 13th century late Romanesque structure had replaced 1000 AD early Romanesque church. In 1538, the church made a record by acquiring the largest clock dial, 8.7 meters in diameter, in Europe. St. Peter's Church in Zurich is the only Baroque church in the city. The clock on the tower is the largest in Europe and the dial has a diameter of 8.7 meters. There are also 5 bells in the tower dating back to 1880 with the largest weighing over 6,000 kilograms without clappers. From the Middle Ages to 1911 the church tower was used as a fire lookout point. Rudolf Brunn, the first mayor of Zurich, was buried in this church. Number 4, Lake Zurich. Gently rocking waves, peace and quiet, relaxation and fine food. The best way to discover the Lake Zurich area is by taking a boat trip. There are 4 islands in Lake Zurich. The tiny islands of Lützow and Ufnau, with its St. Peter and Paul Parish Church, and Safa Island, are particularly worthy of note. The last of these is connected to the mainland by a short footbridge and is a popular place to visit. Carved like a banana, the lake streams passing through the city are termed Limmat. The downstream at Seedam is called Rapperswil, whereas the upstream is called Obersee. The gently rocking waves accompanied with laziness and fine food becomes a synonym for vacation in Zurich. Number 3, Bonhofstras. The world-renowned shopping boulevard was created after construction of Zurich's main railway station. At the spot where city moats were 150 years ago, today it connects Lake Zurich with the main railway station on a length of 1.4 kilometers. The historic boulevard enjoys an excellent reputation worldwide, because it combines excellence, elegance, tradition and quality on a street. The attractive offer fulfills shopping wishes for all requirements, and the diverse gastronomy invites you to linger. Bonhofstras is one of the most famous shopping streets in the world. Strung along it like pearls on a necklace are department stores, boutiques, and jewelry shops. The further you stroll towards the lake, the more exclusive the shops become. Number 2, Lint, home of chocolate. The charitable foundation aims to safeguard Switzerland's position as a center of excellence for chocolate making over the long term, further consolidate Swiss chocolate-making expertise, and promote sustainable innovation. This means that industry-relevant training of specialists and supporting young professionals are also important to the foundation. Among other projects, new chocolate production and process technologies are being researched in cooperation with universities and academic institutions. The foundation's main project is the Lint, home of chocolate. This chocolate museum will serve as an interactive information platform for the general public and focus on all aspects related to chocolate. Provide a chocolate museum for the general public as an interactive platform with a focus on all aspects of the chocolate-making industry. The impressive building of the Lint, home of chocolate also contains the world's largest Lint chocolate shop, the first Lint cafe in Switzerland, as well as a chocolateria for chocolate-making courses. Number 1, Rapperswil Castle. Rapperswil Castle dates back around 1200 to 1220 AD, and it was first mentioned in 1229 on occasion of the foundation of the Rudi Abbey. Rapperswil Castle is the landmark of the picturesque City of Roses, which lies on the shores of Lake Zurich. The castle, which was built towards the end of the 12th century and subsequently renovated on a number of occasions, can be seen from far away. It towers high above the town, perched atop a long rocky hill called the Lindenhoff, which extends through Rapperswil. The castle grounds are well maintained, which also includes animal park with deer. The view overlooking the city and the lake is very beautiful. You can also walk down to the promenade that allows you to walk around the whole castle along the lake. There's also a rose garden and some vineyards. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.